I once said that a musical beat can be further splitted into 4 places. We have talked about the equal split, which is half beats, right? When a full beat is splitted into 2 equal parts or 2 equal halves. So we talked about the half beat in our last class. If you haven't watched our last class, I will implore you to go watch them because we haven't even gone far. Like we just have a couple of videos before this one, and we'll be doing more of them because we're talking about the 3/4 beat next. But for now, we are talking about when a single beat is splitted into 4 places. Those 4 little pieces of beats are what we call quarter beats. If a single beat, if one full beat is splitted into 4 places, those 4 little pieces are known as quarter beats. Just like when we splitted them into 2, or when we splitted a full beat into 2, we call those 2 beats half beats, right? So today we'll be talking about the quarter beats. So we are currently on our whiteboard and we have a one-line song made of quarter beats, and it has a key D and the tempo is largo as we've been using because we said we are just beginning, so we don't have to take things too fast, so we need to stick to the slow one, right? So it's a 3/4 song, which means that 3 beats have to come in one bar of the song, right? So right here we have a full beat, because I told you that these 2 dots, this colon right here, indicates where a single beat or a full beat ends. And then from there to another one is another full beat. And then from here again to another, or to the line here where the bar ends, is another full beat. So before we continue, let's go ahead and confirm our key and then look out for the tempo of the song before we come trying to understand what we just composed, okay? So we are on our piano and the key there is key D, which is right here. So we're going to tap on the button. Do. So let's get over to the metronome and know the pace at which we have to sing, right? Which is the tempo. All right, we have the tempo right here, which is largo. And then we go and click on the start button to know what it sounds like. Okay, we're going to stop that because that is how fast or how slow the song will be. So let's head over to the song now and try singing it. Okay, our key is Do. So on a normal day, we're supposed to have Do, Mi, Do. You understand? Because at the division of every beat, we have the notes that I just sounded, right? So these 4 notes right here, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, are what makes up one full beat, okay? So when a full beat is divided into 4 places, what is used to divide them is a comma, and they are called quarter beats. That is why we have the commas dividing each of the half beats, okay? Because normally this dot right here indicates the end of a half beat. Remember when we divided the beat into 2, what we had in the middle was a dot. But this time we are further dividing those 2 beats into 2 equal halves. And so what divides the equal half is a comma. Okay, so they are now quarter beats. And so instead of saying do, mi, do, which are 4 beats, like we said in our last class for the division of 2, which is the half beat, we did do, do, mi, do, do. But now we are dealing with the 4 division, which means at the same time you make that full beat, which is do, you are to use the same time in making these 4 notes right here. The full one is do, and so the quarter division will be do, 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 do. So you can see that the same time pace I used to make the do, I use the same time pace to make Do, 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 do. Hope you understand. Do not add into the time because the notes are more in number. They are just division of one full beat, okay? So the same time it took you to make the full beat is the same time it will take you to make the division of 4 because they are still inside one beat, okay? So let's try singing what we have here right now. So we have do 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 mi do do la fa re ti do 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 mi do do la fa re ti do 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 do. Okay, you can see that right here we have a half division, but you can see that right here it's empty, right? So this is a full beat right here, and they were supposed to be like, if we were to divide them into two, it was supposed to be one here, and there was supposed to be one here, right? And then the dot in the middle. But now we are dealing with the quarters, and so we have 2 here, which is a further division of a half, and then here is empty. And so it will be faster even though the tempo is slow. And so it will sound that way. Do, 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 mi. Then you take a break because you can see that there is an empty beat here. And then you continue. Do, do, la, fa, re. You can see that it's the same interpretation here. And so you have to stop again. And so the same interpretation we have here is the same interpretation we have here. The only difference is that here we have a quarter beat division, but here we have a half beat division, okay? So you're going to observe the same rest that you observed here, but you're going to say a half beat here, but here you made a quarter beat. Do do, but here is going to be T. Hope you get. And then the song continues with quarter beats to the end. So let's try singing again for the last time, right? Do 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 mi do do la fa re ti do 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 do. So just to refresh our memories, we said that this is a bar of a song and a bar contains beats, right? And those beats are divided by colons as this one. And so we have here do, and then we can also have here mi, and then we can have do here, just as it is with the song right here, do mi do, right? And so these full beats can further be divided into 2, which is it could be do do. And so the time it took you to sound this full beat, it will still take you the same time to sound this half beats right here because they are just a division of the full beat, right? And so in this class, we are saying that these 2 halves can further be divided into 2 equal parts as well. And that is what we have here today. And so those 2 equal parts of these guys can be divided with a comma. And those commas are known as quarters. They are the ones that make the beats quarter beats. And so these ones can further be splitted into 4. And so it will be do, a comma, another do, and then this half or this half division right here, the dot comes in, and then we have the remaining split of this half beat, which is this, comma, and this. So they will take the same time pace to be sounded, okay? The divisions does not add more time or less time to it. So they will be sounded at the same time pace so as you don't lag behind from what others are singing, okay? So thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, please go back and watch the other videos we've uploaded. It will help you a lot. And if this is something you find useful, or if I really made some sense here, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel so as when I make more uploads, you'll be the first to be notified. So thank you for sticking around and see you in the next one. Bye.